All right, folks, this is the year-end wrap-up episode. So what year-end wrap-up episode would be complete without some awards? But none of these awards are really going to be all that positive. We got a couple of positive awards. We're also going to admit a few mistakes on our part. So let's get started.
I don't make mistakes.
You totally make mistakes.
Make
that shirt, for one. Next.
I'm not going to get an A-ball.
Thank you for remembering my joke, because I was about to bring that up. Okay, so let's get started with my favorite category, most disappointing remake of the year. Carl, take a guess. See if you can recall what would be the problem with this one. We talked about this one in our last episode.
Does it have Bryan Cranston in it?
It does have Bryan Cranston in it. It also has Jessica Biel, as I've always said, is the kiss of death on any movie.
Total Recall.
Tis. Totally a disappointment. Oh, my God. All right, let's start with Colin Farrell. Colin, I've never liked you since Bullseye. It was just terrible. But you know what? Can we just...
He was good in Minority Report.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Stop matching my tone. So that's going to be the most disappointing remake for me, just because there was no reason to do it, and the only thing that was really any good about it was the fact that Bryan Cranston was in it, like you said.
I would say second most disappointing remake, Spider-Man.
That wasn't a remake. That was a reboot. We're not going into that.
Oh, excuse me. Reboot.
Fine. We're going to do an offshoot category. Honorable mention for most disappointing reboot, Spider-Man.
All right,
you let us down, Marvel. And Stan Lee, I hope it's terminal. Whatever it is that you need to do all this for to make the money, I hope it's terminal. I really do. Plus, you screw over all your writers and artists. So whatever. You have it coming. Next category, did it for the money.
Well, you just mentioned Stan Lee did it for the money.
Oh, no. But there are so many people who are better at that than him. I mean, he's a player. He's like in the AAA leagues. We got some pros. And for my suggestion on this one, Men in Black 3 goes to Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith.
Yeah.
We're going to have a shared award here. Tommy Lee Jones, you were in that movie for what, maybe 30 seconds? You cashed that check wearing a ski mask. I just could tell. Like, it was just completely, that movie was horrible. And they had to hide the fact that Zed was just not there anymore because Rip Torn's completely flipped out at this point.
When he has never been flipped out.
But we loved him for his flipped outness.
Oh.
Hey, when you show up drunk to do a Books on Tape, come on, that's pretty awesome. That's classic right there. That's a classy dude.
Whatever.
Okay. I guess in addition, we just mentioned Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith. Right. You had another honorable mention in this category, and I feel it's given credence because of the litany of movies that he was in. And I'm going to name a few before we name who it is. Okay. We got him in Battleship. We got him in the Titans sequel. We had him in Taken 2. We had him in The Gray. What else we got? We got one more. I know we got one more.
Wrath.
We got anything else? Anybody?
Taken 2. Wrath of the Titan, The Gray, Battleship.
Anyway, I think that sufficiently explains it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Liam Neeson.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Yeah, dude's got some things he wants to distract from, and he has just been the man for the last 3 years. Like everything he's done. Oh yeah, how did we forget? Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, that's right. He was in Dark Knight Rises for a brief minute. Yeah.
To Ra's al Ghul. Right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, he was in There Was a Dream or something like that. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, did it for the paycheck.
Oh my God, dude! That dude has been in more movies than we've had episodes this year. All right.
Oh God. Probably, yeah.
So yeah, definitely honorable.
He pulled a Samuel L. Jackson, is what he did.
I'm gonna let you go with our Under the Radar award.
Under the Radar.
Just explain what that means real quick, and then we're gonna go to it.
I'll get to it if you will stop talking.
No.
Under the Radar, movie that was really good, but that got no buzz, no one talked about, didn't even really get that much money.
But there was a definite cult following for it. Like the people who went.
Following. Yeah, might not have made a lot of money at the box office, but it's clearly a really good movie because every person, and I think the number one, every person I've told about this movie
has walked out with a husband bulge.
has loved it, even if they watched it on DVD or whatever, and that is Cabin in the Woods.
Definitely. I have to say I completely agree with this one, even though there's a Hemsworth in it. I know, right? Totally goes against my credo here, but there's a Hemsworth in it, but he dies poorly, so I could enjoy that.
And you ruined it for everybody.
No, I didn't. Trust me. They're going to be sitting there waiting. It was like Paris Hilton in House of Wax. You were just like, oh, when's it going to happen? And it totally pays
And the
off.
weird thing is about this movie, it was shelved. Remember, it was shelved for 3 years.
It was shelved for a long time. And not only that, it was sold from studio to studio. It was supposed to be 3D. Lionsgate saved
Just like
us from
another
that.
Hemsworth movie that came out this year.
Well, and can I just mention, thank you to Joss Whedon, not only for doing kind of okay on Avengers, but for producing this and making sure it saw the light of day.
Yeah.
Totally had a great time looking at the end credits, looking at all the secret stuff that they had hidden throughout of it. And not only that, but having the gall to pretty much poke fun at a motif that almost pokes fun at itself.
Yeah.
But then not only that, but making a good movie out of it.
Yeah. So.
And it was really well written. You know, like, check, if you guys have the DVD, read the end credits. They gave all those little side character stuff. And I love one of our people here was telling me that in like the commentary or something like that, that there's a scene with the tree from like that was kind of done from Evil Dead, and the actual commentary I believe was it needs to be less rapey. And so I can't help but just think that I'm like that just brought that to a new level for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Now I
you.
gotta go watch. Now I gotta go get the DVD and watch the commentary.
Absolutely, you should be supporting these. All right. All right. What else do we got? This is our badge now. We're gonna do the Oops Awards, Carl. We were talking about this.
I don't mess up. I'm perfect.
These are the movies that we bombed on this year, or we gave full green lights to, and we had to recant. We got totally tricked by the trailers, and it was just a total mess up on everything that we try to do and save you and spare you from. Carl, I feel you should go first. You know what I'm talking about.
TDKR. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Dark Knight Rises. We gave a whole episode.
And skit.
Yeah. I dressed up as Batman. No, I didn't. That was secret.
Hey, you just revealed it just like in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm Batman.
Want to know my secret identity? How does everybody know? This movie, we could not say enough good things about it. We were so pumped about it following The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's performance. And, you know, someone died for the last movie, and then this movie comes out, and all we have is a guy who talks really poorly into microphones, and superheroes who have magic knee braces and reveal their secret identity to everyone, and, you know, there's a bomb that goes off in like 6 months. I mean, what more can we say about this movie that hasn't been said? I mean, this is a big... The bandwagon to rip on this movie is just as long as the bandwagon to praise it before going in.
I will say this. As I keep reading reviews about the Blu-ray, supposedly Christopher Nolan gives reasons for all his edits or all his...
All right. Does he explain why Batman stands randomly on top of bridges
No.
lights his symbol into the night, which clearly took like truckloads of gasoline to set that up, by the way? Hey, I know we got a bomb thing going on, but this is going to be totally awesome. People are going to know I'm back. What?
It couldn't have been gasoline. Gasoline would have burnt up too quickly. It was clearly something more like diesel or oil. Some type of more oil-based than the gas-based. Because that gas...
Oh, because that saves it. That makes more sense.
And it was supposed to be Bruce Wayne. Who knows what he has at his disposal? Even if he was in a hole for like a couple months and he didn't have any money or any resources.
And, oh yeah, Miss Cotilliard, by the way, I'm not marrying you anymore. After that performance, no. Officially, you were French, you were beautiful, you got the red dress thing going. No, now I'm done with you. After that movie, I'm done.
The only surprise I had out of that movie was how I think Anne Hathaway was good as Catwoman.
Moving on to our other side of this. I'm not even attacking that one. All right, so we got to pick the other side of this. Movies that we completely bombed.
You completely bombed one.
I completely bombed one. You
Wait,
had
there
a couple.
was two you bombed and you were surprised by. I can think off the top of my head.
I know. I'm going to only pick one.
I'm going to pick the other one for you.
All right, fine. I got to give props to Step It Up Revolution. I could not say enough bad stuff about this movie. I had nothing nice to say going into our preview. Go back and look at the episode on our YouTube page or go through ReelTalkNOLA.com. Nothing nice to say about this movie. I went in, thoroughly enjoyed myself. Again, as I said in my review before, going to see this movie for the plot is like watching a porno for the plot, but the dance sequences were beautiful. They incorporated more than just random dance sequences. They gave it some semblance of story structure that kind of led to these different segments. I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed watching it, and I had to like go from complete red to like a matinee.
And your other is Battleship.
All right, can we let's just segue into our final category after that.
Okay.
Going to do another honorable mention here. People who should stop acting. Continuously poor acting but in a male lead. Mr. Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch. Taylor, we don't care how to say your last name.
Yeah. Of John Carter fame, Disney's all-time greatest box office failure,
Yeah. Battleship.
Battleship, which
And he thought, oh, I'll cut my hair. Wait, no, for Battleship he cut his hair, didn't he?
well, yeah, he
Yeah.
cut his hair, and then he was
He was in the
also,
military.
and then he cut his hair in Savages.
Right. So I'm gonna cut my hair and become a better actor. That's I guess what he was thinking. You know.
Well, it worked for Edward Cullen in Twilight. They gave him different hair, and he improved his acting.
More spiky, better acting.
And also, I couldn't think of a category for this, but I just wanted to mention this. This year we had one of the worst movie performances of all time. Worst per-screen turnout, dollar-wise, ever, goes to the Oogie Loves. They made less, came out in August, or August as it said, and it was from the marketing genius who brought you the Teletubbies. This is the most cracked-out movie I have ever seen in my life, and it did less than $200 average per screen. Worst failure of all time cinematically per screen.
So you figured $10 a ticket, $200, less than $200. That's less than what, 20 people?
Less than 20 people per theater,
theater.
complete run.
Yeah.
And the entire time it was out.
So I guess every week there was one person who saw it.
Yeah, one person who was just like, hey, what's that? I got to go see that. Yeah. Basically, it's us. It's us going to review movies.
You know what? It was probably two teenagers needed something to go do, and they probably sat in the back and made out the whole time.
I have no segue for that. We'll be right back.
It's true.